Wednesday, November 9th, 2022, Smart Growth Committee meeting to order with myself, Representative Lisa Dorsey, and Representative Patrick McCoy. Are there any comments, suggestions, petitions by residents in attendance regarding any items not on the agenda? All right, seeing none, we'll move to discussion items. The October 2022 Building and Housing monthly report.
Thank you. I'm just pulling it up on my computer here. So two items that we've provided some information on for our council. The Zukin Hotel, as we call it, it's actually Hotel Indigo is going to be the official name of that hotel there. We are currently reviewing the building and the MEP plans for that project. We did approve a foundation and demolition permit, which I'm hoping they're going to get started on very soon here. We're going to have a meeting. They were waiting for the outdoor dining, the colder weather, so they could demolish that building when nobody's eating outside or everybody has their windows closed. So we should see that starting soon. But the original plans were for a steel and concrete building, but they've changed that for cost reasons. So it's going to be a wood frame building. So they've resubmitted that, and it will be the first floor, the ground floor will be a concrete podium, and then the 2 through 5 will be a wood frame structure. So we're currently reviewing those plans now. Hopefully we finish those up soon here. Davis Oil, I emailed them today. We've been going back and forth with the owner and DEP. The property owner has had delays in the demolition there due to coordination issues with PECO. They were waiting on a letter from PECO so that they could send it in with their application to DEP. They have to send a 10-day notification to DEP that they're going to be starting demo. I've emailed them to see if that's been done. I haven't received an answer yet, but they did say to us that they hope to be getting demo in the beginning of December. So I'm trying to push them to get it done before that, but we need to make sure that they've coordinated everything with DEP. DEP wants to know when they're going to start and be on site for that so they can go over where all their equipment is so it doesn't get damaged during the demolition process, all their monitoring equipment that they have there. So I'm pushing them as hard as I can to get this project started. Jeff, you can go down to page 2 there. The biggest thing I want to highlight in my monthly report here with the numbers, aside from we did a lot of building inspections in October, 50 of them that month. It's a pretty good clip there. But the main item I want to point out is the permit revenues. You can see how far ahead we are from last year. Things are really starting to pick up. The number of permits that we're getting in, and the revenues we're on. I did have the report from finance, and we are on right on pace to meet our revenue line items for the department. So things are looking great from that standpoint. We are extremely busy, which is the one reason why we've asked for an additional employee in next year's budget, and that's going to this really paints the picture of how busy the department's been and how many permits we're getting in. I'm just absolutely swamped back there, but things are looking great.
Are there any questions for Mr. Gore regarding these reports?
No questions.
I guess, instead of walking up behind Mr. Gore, can I ask him a question, please?
Yep.
The building a hotel out of sticks doesn't seem to be a very safe methodology for me. I mean, Barclay Friends comes to mind. I understand firewalls. I understand fire stop. I understand all that kind of carrying on. Plus, this has been 15 years of negotiations going through trying to get this building up. And at the 10th hour, now they want to change the entire scope of the job. It doesn't seem to me to be a legitimate excuse that because it's going to cost more money or whatever. From But I'm afraid of safety first,
So,
because you can't fill every penetration.
well, I'll make sure they do with my inspections, but no. So, they're not changing the entire scope of the job. The building is going to look identical to what they proposed on the exterior. It's really just the skeleton that they're changing. Same layout, same height, all the dimensions are staying the same. I have to permit them to do this because it's permitted under the building code. It's going to be, it's a type 3B construction, which is, you're allowed to use wood. You can have up to 5 stories above grade with wood construction. So the whole building is going to be sprinklered, and the exterior bearing walls of the structure are all fire rated. So it's wood, yes, but they are rated wood members that are on the exterior. So it's not, it's not just like it's not just all it's not all combustible framing, is the way I'm trying to explain that in the most layman terms. The building code permits it as long as it's sprinklered. You have certain area requirements that you have to meet. They're well under those area requirements, and the maximum amount of stories. They're not using any height and area increases in the code to get to this, which is good, because you can, if you have the certain amount of frontage along the building or you're sprinklered, you can increase the size of the building and the height based on those requirements if you meet them, and they're not using any of those. This is really, they're below the maximums that you're allowed to go to in the building code. You're welcome.
Any further questions for Mr. Gore? Okay. Let's move to action item 4, approve the October 2022 Smart Growth Committee minutes.
Approved.
Approved. Any questions about those minutes? Okay. Let's move to item B and approve the October 2022 HARB submissions recommendations.
I saw nothing out of the ordinary with these HARB recommendations here. We had 2 signs, and one was a window and door replacement.
Are there any questions about those approvals?
None. I have no objections.
Any questions from the audience? Right? And any other business? Right, seeing none. Adjourn at 6:08.